Our subject today is honor that pleases and gets God's attention. Honor that pleases and gets God's attention. We've been sharing principles of faith lately. Principles of faith. How to function and operate by the invisible. Faith is believing in what God says. Faith is believing and trusting what the invisible God says to visible people. Faith is trusting it and believing it and responding to it. What will be the greatest challenge of our faith? The greatest challenge of our faith will always be what is created. So Satan used what God created to block and to stop our faith in the God that created everything you and I can see. God said something to man when he made man in his image and his likeness. He gave him a command. He said, you can work how many days? You can work 6, not 7. You can work 6. Why did God give the man commandment of this without sin was not even the world at this present time? Because God knows that when you and I, man, start doing something and we start experiencing a level and a measure success, we want to keep it going, because this is the trick. Whatever success that you're experiencing, you must acknowledge that it's coming from God and not you. This tricks you and I. He says 6 days and rest of 7 days. Other words, I want you to work 6 days, 7 days. I want you to reflect back on the 6. Reflect back on what you did, but watch how I prosper it. Look at me touching it, so you can give me glory, you can give me honor, and you can give me praise. So you can work 6, but on the 7th day you're to rest. When God entered into relationship with the nation of Israel, or established the nation of Israel, he's re-established in the 10 Commandments the Sabbath day. The Sabbath day have nothing to do with a day in our day and time. At that time it did. Sabbath is still the Sabbath, but they didn't get the spiritual meaning of the Sabbath. They didn't get what? The spiritual meaning of the thing. If you and I do not get the spiritual meaning of a thing, we will be in bondage or incarcerated by the thing. That is good, but we never tapped into the spirituality of it. So the day became a bondage. And I personally believe Seventh-day Adventists, they are believers. I know some Seventh-day that is saved, Holy Spirit filled. They just worship the day. And Jesus said, I am Lord over the Sabbath. But Jesus, I am. You missed the whole point. The Sabbath is to bring you to me. I am rest. You can't rest. This rest is not a natural rest. You're abstaining from everything. You're not cooking, whatever the case may be. No. I'm your rest. Your faith in me. Your trust in me. Your confidence in me. I am your way, your truth, and your life. I am your essence. Everything is about Christ. Are we hearing the Holy Spirit today? So let's look at some principles here that God has established, principles of honor towards him by bringing circumstance and situation into our life that you and I can see. In the book of Malachi, God had already established the principles of honor, how the nation of Israel was to bring honor to him. He established it, the principle of honor. Here in Malachi, the leadership has rejected and brought dishonor to God, the leadership. The leadership is the one that is responsible to teach and train the people how to honor God. The leadership. A husband is responsible. Even he married a wife that's already saved, but he must understand the order of God. He must teach his wife and teach his children. And he needs to teach them from his perspective because he's the authority. He's the authority. Are you hearing the Holy Spirit? That is why everything of God must be tested. When a man marries a wife, and the Bible says the two shall become one, that means they must go through a process of oneness.
To watch the rest of this powerful message, download Panorama's app, which is available in all app stores by searching Panorama Christian Center. Create an account to stay connected with Panorama Christian Center. One word from God will change your life. Blessings.